Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to kind of set up a preset, and I'm going to use that preset. I'm going to test it, and then if I like it, I'm going to go ahead and keep it for the future. And I'm going to kind of demo what you can do from here on out. So in here, going off the last movie, I've already applied a calibration to the after, and then I'm going to actually go up to the basic and grab my white balance tool. I'm going to kind of come up here, and I'm going to hit a neutral target. So let's come up here and let's hit a neutral target. And I'm applying a white balance correction at this point. So I've got a calibration and a white balance. Now, I'm not so 100% positive that I like those settings yet to do that. I think that might have gone a little extreme on the warmth. So what I'm going to do here is I'm looking down the film strip and I'm looking for something that was shot that I can use as a good exposure background check. And it just so happens I'm going to pick this goofy one right here. So I have these two photos together, and what I'm going to do is I've got my master over here with the calibration card, and I've got the other one here, and I'm going to turn off the auto sync, but I'm going to click on the word sync here, and I'm going to sync the white balance, the process, and the calibration. So I'm going to sync those all together, and I'm going to synchronize it, and I'm going to see how this new one looks. And sure enough, it looks a little bit more yellow than I was expecting. So even though the calibration's good, it was a little bit off. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking my white balance, and I know that backdrop should be gray, so I'm just checking to see how that looks. And once I feel good, and I do feel good, if I look at the skin tones on the left and this goofball's face, everything kind of has a little bit more of a magenta-ish and then bluish in the shadow. So I do like the fact that those calibrating settings are applied here. So it's got that. And I'm going to go ahead and hit undo the Y, so we're just focused on this image here. And let me go and take a look here. And so I have that image here, and I just want to show you that. So that's the white balance that's been applied to here. And I'm going to show you that the camera calibration has also been applied, and this process version has been applied. So all those things are there, they're all applied. And you know, if I'm happy with all that kind of stuff, and I like to just do that one check beforehand, and I feel good about it at this point here, then what I like to do is this. I'll come over here to the user presets. I'm going to make a user preset, and I'm going to call this SWC Nikon D800 photogenic, and I'll hit there, and that's actually a preset I can use in the future. I'll give you an example how this can work. If I go to library, I'll hit G, and let's say I want to do those images right there. I'll go to the develop menu, and I've got all those, and I want to get those ready. So now in the develop, I don't have to go to these other windows. I just come to my preset, and I click on it, and it's going to go ahead and calibrate and white balance. So we can kind of look. If you look here before, it was a little bit bluish on the gray. That blue's been neutralized. And if you look at the skin tones have a little bit more of a pop to them as well. Look at the shirt. You can see the yellows popping in the shirt a little bit more. It was kind of more, almost like a little bit of red in there. So, so that little bit of difference is helping a lot, and that can show you how I can have that for the future and apply that pretty much automatically in the future.